Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to be using the team that I originally planned to use a couple videos ago. This was a team that I built based off of the tournament that I played in. I don't think I have the team that I used in the tournament saved, but it's basically Venusaur, Articuno, Kyogre, Raichu, Whimsicott, um, and something else. I think it was Umbreon, but I don't remember. So I kind of liked that team, but there was some problems with it. The big problem in my eyes was that I had this Articuno that I was playing around a lot, but I didn't build the team around it at all, and that probably for a good reason because it's honestly not that good. Like being if we're trying to be objective, it's not that great, right? In this format, at least, it really struggles with pretty much every restricted Pokemon, and it's only really uh, strong if it gets a competitive boost. And even if it does, it doesn't do a ton of damage, unless you're Dynamaxed. So it was awkward. But the reason why I had it on the team to begin with was because I like competitive as an ability because so many teams have Intimidate, or like to spam max moves that lower your stats. The issue was I put this competitive Pokemon on my team to bait Intimidates, and then I didn't put any physical attackers on the team, which is silly. And I also had a problem of I had this Venusaur that I kept trying to play around, but it like I couldn't get the sun up consistently to save my life. Um, I kept struggling to get the sun up because I didn't have a sunsetter. Like with drought, I had a sunsetter like Whimsicott with Sunny Day. So that means that I was prone to fake out to get my weather up. Once like Whimsicott's not bulky, so it's hard to switch it around. And like once you get the weather up, maybe like once. If it ever gets overwritten, you're probably not getting it back without just like getting lucky or having them misplay. Um, and then if I get the sun up, then I have no way to put up Tailwind usually because I just die right after I put it up. So it made Venusaur worse. So I decided to go back to the drawing board and switch out Kyogre for Groudon. They kind of do similar things. Like they fight the Weather War, they hit big damage on both Pokemon on the other side. Um, I like Groudon, so I wanted to give it a try. And I wanted to keep I liked the Venusaur, and I wanted to keep the Articuno. Um, and then I have this Umbreon, which is really good into the Calyrexes, and it's honestly just like it's so bulky against pretty much every Pokemon that's not Zacian. Um, that it kind of some games it ends up being the most important Pokemon, which is kind of crazy. And when you think about the fact that there's so many incredibly powerful Pokemon running around, that an Umbreon could be the most important Pokemon on the field. But yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes because sometimes the opponent can just not knock them out or knock out the Umbreon. It's just the healing you do is too much for them to keep up with. Um, and you threaten Yawns, you threaten Snarls, you foul play, which doesn't rely on your stats at all, right? So those foul plays are always going to hurt. Um, yeah, and then so the last two are the ones that I'm not really that sure about, and I've already actually the team this team that I used in the last video actually originally started as a modified version of this team where I replaced Xerneas with Yveltal because I don't really feel like Xerneas is that useful in this metagame because of Zacian. Like it can't beat Zacian and it doesn't you never run non-fairy moves on this thing because like even like super effective non-fairy moves do less than a Moonblast because of Fairy Aura and Stab. Or they do the same pretty much. So yeah, it's kind of an awkward Pokemon to use. I paired it with Clefairy just so that I can, redirect, reduce the damage it takes. And I mean, once you get that Geomancy boost, you're pretty strong, but still kind of lacking in my opinion. It's not the same as it was without Dynamax. Man, I want to use Rayquaza sometime. That sounds like fun. But yeah, so that's the team. So we're gonna play with this. I've actually already like had in mind a few changes for the team, which is how I ended up with this team. But if I play a few games with this and I just find that I'm not feeling it, I've played a lot of games with this team, and I actually was doing okay. But once I went on like a big streak and then I won a big win streak and then I lost a bunch in a row, which really killed my hype for the team. But if I'm not really feeling how it's going, I do want to try this team with Yveltal instead of Xerneas, and then probably replace Clefairy with a support Pokemon like Grimmsnarl or Whimsicott, or maybe Ditto. Who knows? I had fun with Ditto yesterday. But yeah, so that's the team we're gonna play with today. So let's hop into it. Oh, also, my Umbreon is not inner focus, which is a big problem. I have not trained up another Umbreon yet. I do have hidden ability EVs, but I don't know. I think I've been flinched once, which sucks, but man, I'm pretty sure I won the last game yesterday. And I go down by 300 ranks overnight. Yeah, so the record tanking happened pretty much off screen. We did the 2 videos with the Solgaleo Ho-Oh team that my friend built. And that, I think those both went okay. I think one of them, the second one I know I was like 3-3. And then yesterday's video I won 4-4, so that was staying even. So there was one, I might have even like deleted the, yeah, I think I even like deleted the video, but like I just had like one where I lost a ton. Oh god, it's a Mewtwo team. Mewtwo has insane attacking move coverage. It's probably get expanding force with Lele on the team. They do have Intimidate, but I don't know how well Articuno. Articuno is okay, I guess. Xerneas is decent, depending on what moves Mewtwo has. But the thing with Mewtwo is you're probably not going to be able to guess the moves that's running, because I think it learns so many coverage moves. So the only assumption is probably Psychic and maybe Rock. Looks like Energy Ball is pretty common. They definitely are going to have Expanding Force. God, what am I? Ugh. Oh, I need to pick Pokemon. What's their Groudon answer? Probably Energy Ball, right? They have no weather though, so I could just go Groudon, Venusaur. I could go Articuno, Venusaur. And then bring Groudon, and I don't like bringing Xerneas without Clefairy, but that's the thing. The thing about Xerneas is I feel like I can't bring it unless I can guarantee Geomancy, because it's invested in bulk, and without the Geomancy boost, it just doesn't really do much. So boy, okay, they just go for it, huh? So I am Life Orb on Venusaur, so I do one shot with Max Flare into Zacian. But I will, if I do that, I will lose my Venusaur and my Dynamax, so I don't really want to do that. So I just want to protect Venusaur and see what they're going to do. They're probably just going to max Mewtwo, right? Which Venusaur can't really deal with. I could have... Oh, they didn't max. Okay. Are they going to... What are they doing? Flamethrower. They doubled Articuno. Okay. That's not what I expected at all. So they would have just let me Sleep Powder them? Flamethrower. The question is, do they have Energy Ball? So I'm going to press Precipice Blades and max. I'm going to max Flare. I don't know, this lead is actually like super scary when you don't know what moves Mewtwo has. Is it Specs? "56% of Mewtwo's run Choice Specs, 24% run Life Orb, 9% run Weakness Policy, 3% run Expert Built." Zacian protects. Ugh, yeah, that's smart. Flamethrower is... He's faster than me, even... Is he... Oh, he's base 130 speed. Holy crap. It's probably because my Venusaur is not max speed. Let's see. I mean, they're probably max speed. Venusaur. Yeah, I'm not max speed, so they're probably. So I'm gonna Precipice Blades again and just. I guess I max guard. Don't miss. Okay. So we do take out both of their restricted Pokemon, and we do have one more turn of Dynamax left, but they have not used their Dynamax. Who else did they have? They had Lele, Landorus. Maybe they were focused on getting rid of... Oh, that's type Lele. Maybe they were so focused on getting rid of... and Landorus. On getting rid of Articuno because they had Landorus in the back. So let's see. So I have Xerneas in the back. And they're definitely gonna max the Landorus, right? I should outspeed, but they could max guard, which is kind of scary. I can heavy slam, and I really want the Vine Lash damage is the thing. So if they just like max guard to waste the last turn of my Dynamax, I'm in a really bad spot. So I'm gonna risk it. So what he's gonna have... I'm also in big danger if this Lele is scarfed. Because I could just kill Venusaur. They don't max guard. I got read like a freaking book, dude. They actually protect Lele over Landorus. So I could have just hit a huge Vine Lash into Landorus here. It would have just let me. That's it. Man, I don't know how I'm supposed to read that. Because I feel like if I just target Landorus there, like, what do they even do? They just lose, don't they? Because it's obvious they're maxing Landorus. So now I'm pretty sure I just lose. I am pretty physically bulky on Xerneas, but I don't think I can just... I'm gonna go for it, but I don't think I can just... I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, that does so much damage. Life Orb Lele, that's cool. The Airstream Groudon. Yeah, I'm misreading that. If I had gotten that Vine Lash into Landorus, I could have possibly won here with a Dazzling Gleam. Because it would have been a neutral Vine Lash with Life Orb, Modest. The problem is they airstreams twice, so they're faster than me. Right? So, like, I can't really do anything about this. And they probably just airstream again. No, they Quake for a special defense boost. So I basically need them to miss Rock Slide. Oh no, they're faster than me. Oh, because they're also +2. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah, that Lele Protect was actually insanely smart. Because I think I just win if I Vine Lash into... I was so worried about them max guarding. Because it seemed so obvious to me to max guard there. Maybe they were AV though. Maybe I should have accounted for... Yeah, they were AV, so they couldn't have... I was thinking Life Orb, but maybe... Let me look at Landorus. Yeah, 6% of Landorus run AV, so it's like... I can't really be so mad at myself for not realizing that was a possibility. But only 39% run Protect. But I mean, if you run Swords Dance, that becomes max guard, so... Like, yeah, at least 50% of Landers have max guard. And I feel like... Venusaur G-Max... I'm Modest with Life Orb. I don't think I'm max special attack. But the Vine Lash does like 50% plus all the extra chip. So I wouldn't have even... I don't even think I would have Geomancied. I would have just attacked. But anyway, we're on to the next game. We're against a Groudon Calyrex Ice Rider team with the Fake Out brothers, an Oleki, and then the Trick Room setter of the week. So, in this position, a late game Umbreon is pretty good. I mean, I could gamble on the Xerneas Articuno lead. The thing is, I can't really stop Trick Room. If I go Xerneas Articuno and they go... I could try it. I definitely want Umbreon. Venus... I kind of want Venusaur too, though. But... yeah, I don't really feel the love with this team anymore. I really liked it when I played... well, it was like a love-hate relationship. I played a bunch of games. I tried recording a video where I played a bunch of games and it went like really poorly, so I wanted to practice with it more. And then I went on like a massive win streak that I didn't record. And then I went to record like feeling super confident because of like how well it had gone, and then I just got owned. So, yeah, it was... okay, so this is like the most obvious Trick Room. And I didn't bring Clefairy with After You, so kind of in danger here. I could go for... I'm gonna Moonblast. I could go for like an Air Slash Flinch, but that's so low percentage. And they're probably just gonna Fake Out, right? They're gonna Fake Out... they should Fake Out my... they should Fake Out Articuno. I want to preserve my Focus Sash, because they probably assume I have Imprison Trick Room, which I probably should, to be honest. I have like this weird attack set on Articuno, and I feel like if you're ever max... okay, this guy's insane. What if I had Imprison? What? Why would you... I hate this game. They at least don't threaten a ton of damage, so I'm gonna yawn into the Porygon. Eh? What? Huh? What? Taunt Rillaboom? Okay, well, we did literally nothing with that turn. I think I'm just gonna yawn the Porygon slot again, because if they don't switch out, they get put to sleep. And if they do, I get another yawn off, which I'm just basically stalling Trick Room at this point. Because Rillaboom doesn't scare Xerneas, because I'm very bulky. I'm very physically bulky on this Xerneas. Yep, so something's getting yawned. Groudon's getting yawned. And Dazzling Gleamed. I wonder how this team would do with Rillaboom on it. I enjoyed using that Rillaboom on the Ho-Oh Solgaleo team. To be honest, I feel like I just want to use more of the Ho-Oh Solgaleo team. I would almost rather use any team but this, to be honest. Okay, so this turn, I'm down to protect Xerneas. Wait, I'm faster than Groudon under Trick Room? I'm down to double that slot then. They withdraw Groudon. They go Porygon-2, so I get a double off in the Porygon-2. Yeah, this yawn is being like very annoying for them. They didn't get an attack boost. I would have made Foul Play do so much more. They are chipping away at my Xerneas, though. Okay, I shake off the taunt. There's gonna Grassy Glide. How many turns of Trick Room? Last turn Trick Room. Okay. I'm down to Protect. I'm not taunted anymore, so I'm gonna Protect, and I'm gonna Foul Play the Rillaboom. Try to mix it up a little bit here. Good damage. They speed swap me again for some reason. And they go for another taunt. Okay, so they use the last turn of their Trick Room and do approximately nothing with it. Other than make my Umbreon slightly slower than it already was. And they can't Grassy Glide with priority anymore, so I am going to... I should just Geomancy Foul Play. Actually, no, I should not Geomancy. I should... I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam and Foul Play Rillaboom. I need to get some damage down before I just lose Xerneas. Okay, Gleam picks up the knockout on Rillaboom. They're probably gonna get Trick Room back up, but no, they speed swap me. That doesn't really bug me, to be honest with you. So they're faster than me now, but like... They go Groudon. Have we seen... So they definitely have Calyrex in the back. I don't really need Articuno, to be honest with you. I'm gonna switch Xerneas out and just Foul Play the Groudon. I could Yawn the Groudon, actually. Yeah, because, I mean, Foul Play would have done good damage, but if they Dynamax Groudon, Foul Play, it would have been like a little bit of chip, but the Yawn is just so much more, so much more value. And if they Quaked into the Xerneas slot, then the game is like over for them or something, so... I still have a fully healthy Groudon in the back too. So let's see, they Ally Switch. That's annoying. And they Steel Spike. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So they're probably AV. Which makes sense. Their defense goes up. I Yawn the Porygon. They lose the Sun though, which is... I mean, they're not... Groudon doesn't really use the Sun for anything, to be honest. So I'm down to Air Slash Porygon and just go for another Yawn. If they Ally Switch, I don't know if Air Slash knocks out, to be honest, but maybe they switch Porygon out in the Calyrex. Or they should just let it go to sleep, I think. They don't want to... I don't think they should switch their Calyrex in. Okay, they do not Ally Switch. They Quake me. We should be eating this. That's a lot. Is that a crit? That's a lot of damage. Yep. I hate crits, man. Alright, we get a Yawn off. Oh, we get a flinch. Okay. We get a Yawn off on Groudon. That crit hurts so much. So Groudon goes to sleep after this turn. I still feel like I need Umbreon, though, for Calyrex. So I want to Ancient Power, and I think I could just sack Xerneas. Yeah, I don't think Xerneas is doing much for me more this game. I feel like I definitely need Umbreon. So I'm gonna knock out Porygon and hope maybe get the boost. Oh, maybe. Ooh, I got the boost. I think it's actually ideal that I don't knock them out because they don't get a free switch now, and I'm +1 in everything. And oh, they rock. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter. I hang on, and they don't target Articuno. Hold on a second. Their Porygon's gonna... Oh, they get a free switch in now, though, because their Porygon faints. Do I live this? Okay, I do. So I will get an attack off. Unless they have a Lecky in the back. I think they had a Lecky on their team, right? But their Groudon goes to sleep. I haven't used Dynamax yet, either. So I can Dynamax my Groudon. So I just have to handle this thing. But I'm +1 now, and I have Shadow Ball as an option. A +1 Shadow Ball into him. And their Groudon's asleep. Yeah, so I'm gonna Shadow Ball. Right, that's definitely higher base power. Yep, Shadow Ball. And I'm gonna double it. They could protect. They don't. Okay, this should do a... I'll probably proc their policy if they have one. Special D... Okay, I think they're just dead. Yeah, they're just dead now because of that special... They might have been dead anyway, but they're definitely dead now. They should be, at least. Nice. And that... See, that's the power of Umbreon. Right? I'm actually really impressed with Articuno this game, too. I think I'm going to win this without Dynamaxing. I didn't Dynamax and I got crit on Umbreon. The Ancient Power Boost was actually pretty clutch. Oh, they do wake up, though. Okay, maybe I do have to Dynamax. Foul Play should do a lot, though. I flinched, never mind. Foul Play is not going to do a lot. Alright, I'll Dynamax my Groudon. You win, you win. I was being cocky. Everyone's got shiny Groudon. I don't really like shiny Groudon. It looks ugly. It's like pea yellow. Nope, I do not want Max Flare. I want Max Quake. Moonlight. I think red Groudon is like so much cooler than pea yellow Groudon. If it was like a shinier gold color, maybe. They should have made it like black or something, or like pure white. But because Groudon's color palette is super simple, right? It's just whole body is just red. So I don't know. You pick such an ugly color for it shiny. It's like, why bother? All right. Well, I take like 3 more of those. Here's a big old plate of Max Quake for you. Alright, 1-1. Good start, I guess. Last game was weird, but winnable, so... Yeah, I'm actually super impressed with how long Articuno managed to stay around. I think they didn't respect the... I mean, it honestly didn't really do that much, but... I mean, it had its moments. It did half to Calyrex. That's pretty cool. Xerneas did pretty well, even though I didn't get Geomancy up. I'm going to probably try to keep the recording a bit short today because I have a lot of anime I need to watch. It is Sunday, which is my anime day, and it is currently 11:10 a.m. Oh boy. We have a Xerneas, I almost called it Lugia, Kyogre team. Xerneas, Yveltal. Wow, I can't talk at all. The nice thing though is I don't really see their answer to the Xerneas Clefairy lead. And then you just bring Venusaur, Groudon in the back to try to fight the Weather War. I kind of like this. Basically, anytime I don't see Zacian on the other team, I usually like Xerneas. But since Zacian's on like if it's like 60% of teams, it's just like it sucks to not be able to really use one of your restricted Pokemon in 60% of games. I wonder how interesting this team would be with Ho-Oh on it. Life Orb Ho-Oh. Ooh, kinda. Ooh, that sounds. Ooh, that might be kind of fun. The upside to me trying out so many different teams is that I have a bunch of different Pokemon that are trained up now, especially restricted. It's like when I started the Master Ball Challenge, I had no restricted Pokemon trained other than the Ho-Oh that didn't even have Dynamax Candy. Actually, I think I had a Kyogre trained, but like I've done so much work training up Pokemon. That I have like a good bank of Pokemon I can use now, which is nice. So I can I made the team I used yesterday. I just scrolled through my box, didn't have to use like Showdown or Pikalytics to figure out any spreads because I had everything set up. That was fun, you know, not having to spend like 6 hours digging through Pikalytics, finding Pokemon to use and all that was pretty fun. It's nice to be able to just build a team on the fly and try it out. Screech, huh? So it's physical Yveltal. Tailwind. Damn, that was so close to knocking out Yveltal. They're so precisely close to dead that it's almost like they EV'd for Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam from 44 special attack modest Xerneas. They probably assumed I was just going to go for Geomancy there. Instead of going for damage. I'm not going to Geomancy when I'm minus... Okay, what is their play here? What is their answer to me pressing follow me? I'm interested. Did they just assume that this one-shots? Okay, so they kill my poor Clefairy, but I take their Dynamax in their Alecki. Interesting, interesting. Oh, I don't even take... They take their own Dynamax. Alright, we'll trade a Dynamax Yveltal for a little Clefairy, I guess. Sure. Man, I could have just Geomancied there. We're gonna go Venusaur because our intention here is to switch out Xerneas and go Groudon on the Kyogre because they can't change the weather again because they have no switches. So we let them send out their Kyogre to set the rain. And then we switch to Groudon. And actually they have Tailwind. How fast is... What's my Venusaur speed stat? So I'll be 252. If they're max speed timid, they're faster than me. How many turns of Tailwind do they have? 2? I think I mean, I'm always maxing... Yeah, I'm always maxing the Venusaur here. I could have, like, maxed Geysered with the Weather Ball into Groudon, or into Incineroar, but I kind of just want to get the vines up. Their Kyogre is in a rough spot now because its water type attacks are cut in half. I should live an Ice Beam. And if I get the Vine Lash off, even if they Flare Blitz to hit my Venusaur, I should just win anyway. And they have 1 turn of Tailwind left after this, so I bring in Xerneas and I can just protect. Yep, so they go for Fake Out to break my Sash, presumably, and Ice Beam. That wasn't even going to knock out if I didn't Dynamax. This should take Kyogre. Yep. Alright, GG. Alright, another win. Like I said in the last video, all the losses on the meme teams means that when I go to use a team that I actually thought about when I built, I probably end up winning a bunch of games because I'm all the way at the bottom of the ladder. Yeah, so we'll just Vine Lash. They'll probably just forfeit. Oh, okay. I don't care about sacking Venusaur at this point. Actually, another good Xerneas game. That's what happens when you don't see Zacian. You just get to go crazy with Xerneas. Let's see, we're at 42 minutes right now. We'll maybe do 1 or 2 more, depending on how this next one goes. And I won't have to edit this, so I can just upload it right away. I just have to make a thumbnail. Do I care about anything they had? It was physical, right? Yeah. Yeah, this game could have been a... Oh, they were Scarf Kyogre. This game could have been a little bit more interesting if they didn't waste their Dynamax like that. Or if they, like, did anything on the first 2 turns to stop me from just helping hand Dazzling Gleam. I don't think they could have, though, to be honest. Max Speed Alecki, yeah. Screech is an interesting tech. With physical... See, if they didn't Tailwind, like, if they Screech Xerneas and go for, like, a dual Wing Beat or something, I don't know if that knocks me out, but that would have done a ton of damage, right? And then you just save your max for... You could have even, like, maxed Alecki this game. Rillaboom, Amoonguss. But Dynamaxing a 1 HP Pokemon with Life Orb doesn't really seem like a recipe for success to me. Gotta be honest with you. Alright. We have another Trick Room team. This time they have Zacian, though. Do I expect them to lead the Zacian? You know, honestly, probably not. If I'm gonna be real with you. This is definitely not an Articuno game. I kind of just like the bottom 4 here. I just need to figure out the order. I could threaten offense right away by going Xerneas Venusaur. Because then I can basically pick my play based on what they lead. If they lead for Trick Room mode, I can... I guess the problem is nothing on my team really wants to take Glacial Lance besides Umbreon. So if they go Calyrex lead, then it's kind of awkward. Okay, they go Zacian and Sableye. Okay, so here's the mind game. What does this Sableye want to do? Fake Out, Quash, Will-O-Wisp, Trick. think I'm down to risk it. They could protect, though, too. Do they have a reason to want to protect in this position? Because this play is fairly obvious. But we're also, like, low Master Ball, so it might just work. We're in, like, the 6,000s right now. I think we're, like, right at... We have to be, like, right near the bottom. There's probably not more than 7,000 people playing in Master Ball tier at this point in the game's life, right? So if... their play could have been... They can protect Zacian to see what I want to do. And then, like, wait till next turn with Sableye to ruin my plans with my Dynamax. Or they could just be Dog Brain and press... What did I get? Eject button. They take my Life Orb. This might not KO anymore, because without my Life Orb. Okay, it does. So that's annoying. I'll be real with you. I'm gonna have to max guard next turn, because they probably have Shadow Sneak, right? Porygon-2. Yeah, they definitely have Shadow Sneak to proc their policy, so I'm gonna just Precipice Blades and max guard. We'll see how this goes. I doubt this knocks Sableye out, but it's at least they're gonna get Trick Room up. But I have Umbreon in the back for Calyrex, so they didn't Shadow Sneak, so I could have just won the game here. Maybe they thought it was so obvious that, I don't know. Why trick me the eject button if you're not going to attack me? And there's Trick Room. Thing is, they're going to do it now, but like I can just let them at this point. Let's go for Precipice Blades again and Vine Lash into Sableye. Yeah, because they can just attack me with either. They don't even need the Shadow Sneak anymore. They Rock Tomb me. They probably Foul Play my Groudon too. In the position I'm in right now, I'm kind of good to keep Umbreon safe in the back. Oh yeah, they're Life Orb now. I'm just gonna go Xerneas. I don't want them to know that I have Umbreon, because Umbreon's my Calyrex answer. So let's get a nice P-Blades off. Yeah, they do Foul Play me. It's not gonna do a ton because I'm burnt. Okay, we hit both. Three turns of Trick Room. I could switch Groudon out to Venusaur, because Venusaur's not really doing anything anymore. So I could try to keep my Groudon healthy. I can just go for Dazzling Gleam. I mean, Groudon's not really doing a ton either, but it is kind of useful fodder later. I mean, it did do a lot. Like, it did all this damage to these two. They're going to trick a Life Orb. Am I getting Life Orb? Oh, they're going to trick it onto my Xerneas? Okay, I'll take it. Thanks. Thanks, I guess. Alright, we have a Life Orb boosted Dazzling Gleam now. Sure. Appreciate it. They should bring in Calyrex now. And so now the goal is last Trick Room. This is their last two Pokemon, right? So yeah, 2 turns of Trick Room, 1 turn of Sun. They should just I mean, they haven't Dynamax yet, but they might just think Glacial Inch is better, to be honest. Honestly, I should take a Glacial Lance. Yep. I'm glad I didn't press Moonblast. I would have been frustrated. I should take this. I'm like very defensively invested on this Xerneas. If I don't take this, Xerneas sucks. Yeah, okay, I should take another one actually, because I didn't get a knockout. Though maybe not. Alright, we're gonna switch to Umbreon and Protect. And that should solo Trick Room. Yeah, so like I see what they went for with the trick play, right? Trick my power herb off me, assuming I'm gonna press Geomancy. It was smart if I decided to press Geomancy. They do recover, which is annoying. Which means they could probably get Trick Room back up. But I think I just all in for damage on. I all in for damage on Calyrex. They might ally switch again, but I think their only win con is to like Dynamax and press Trick Room. Actually, I don't know if that wins them the game either. Because I won't proc their policy until after they've already been Dazzling Gleamed. And I still have 2 Pokemon in the back I can use as fodder. But we'll see. I should take a Steel or Max Hailstorm from on Umbreon. The problem is... Actually, I'm going to proc their policy before they attack, right? Oh, they Max Guard. Okay. So it's Max Guard Trick Room. I could have Geomancied. But obviously that wouldn't have really helped. And they're just going to recover again next turn, right? Yeah, I needed to kill this Porygon, I guess. They do waste a turn of their Dynamax, though. I think I want to just... I think my play here is to just... I could Yawn. Yawn and Protect. We'll see. And that's kind of risky. They should recover Porygon. They could ally switch, but they should... Okay, do they... If they don't ally switch, I think I'm good. I hate this move, dude. There's already enough mind games in this freaking game, dude. Okay, they Quake me for a special defense boost. That's not doing a lot. Am I dead to Hailstorm now? I don't think so. After leftovers. So we Yawn their Porygon, so that will go to sleep. They have 1 turn of Dynamax left. Umbreon is still my win condition here. So I think I'm going to switch him out. Burnt Groudon's not really winning me any games here, so I'll just press Gleam and switch. They'll probably recover Porygon, I guess. They could ally switch again, thinking I'm going to try to Yawn again. I don't know. This is an annoying game. I haven't lost a Pokemon yet, but I'm like on a knife's edge. Like, I'm this close to losing this game. At least I think I am. I'm still not really great at reading the game state. This is their last turn of Dynamax, and they have no boosts yet, but they will probably get one right here off of Groudon. Unless they, for whatever reason, don't Hailstorm. I probably should have yawned much earlier, to be honest. Yep, they're gonna recover and then go to sleep. I'm gonna get some unhealable damage on the Calyrex. Their Dynamax is over. So Protect is back on the table as a safe option. I need to kill Porygon before it wakes up too. 2 turns of Trick Room. They're just gonna Glacial Lance. I'm gonna double Protect. Last turn of Trick Room. I can't really stop them from getting a double knockout, but the idea here is I could go for a double Protect on Xerneas, but I kind of want Venusaur to faint. You don't get it. So they're gonna take the double here. But now I can just foul play them, right? And then it should be Umbreon versus Porygon 1v1. If they wake up this turn, it's really bad. Actually, if they wake up next turn, I lose. Because they ally switch, right? Alright. Will they wake up or will they stay asleep? It'd be really smart if they Protect. They should Protect and ally switch. They do neither, so I should win. Maybe they might not have had Protect. It might have been Max Guard off Trick Room. They do wake up. So yeah, this is going to be a long late game. So what I need to do is just heal, yawn, and then spam Snarl. Actually, I think I should yawn first. Because I should be faster than them. Yeah, so I yawn first. Because then that's just less attacks they can get off. I don't think they've even... They should have Tri-Attack. No, they have Speed Swap, Ally Switch, Trick Room, and Foul Play, right? So they don't have Tri-Attack. They can only Foul Play me. Which, let's see. That does 9 damage. The Hail stops, so no more chip. It also doesn't eat more of the timer. So yeah, I don't think they can win. So I just Moonlight here. Oh, I need to PP up Moonlight. This could actually become an issue here. So Snarling actually does nothing to them because they have no special attacks. So I just Foul Play. Which I assume should do more. I don't know actually. I guess I can. I got the time, I'll calc it. Umbreon versus Porygon-2. Yeah, Foul Play does more. Oh yeah, Porygon-2 has 80 base attack. They're timer stalling. But we should be okay because They have more PP to heal with than we do, but we can actually do damage to them, and they can't do damage to us. Because our foul play is like a 5-hit KO. So I'm just going to make my moves as fast as possible. They're going to timer stall, though. Because that's their only way to win right now. I have more HP total than them. Because my base HP is 95 and theirs is 85. So I really just have to keep myself at max HP and I win to timer. I believe that's how that works. So I just have to use my Moonlights smartly. Which, honestly, I just have to wait until the last turn of the game and press Moonlight. Because there's no... Even if they'd have to foul play me, like... Let's see. How... Foul play... They need, it doesn't, Picolix won't even tell me how many foul plays they need because there's 4 to 5% damage. So if they want to use up all their time to... This must also be very physically bulky, Porygon. They wake up and they press Trick Room. I'm just gonna yawn them again. They're probably gonna recover. This is very annoying. Oh, they're gonna foul play. Okay, they'll recover next turn, I guess. I don't think they out-damage my leftovers though, to be honest with you. So they need to like crit me. Does this bring me back? This should bring me back to full, right? Yeah, they don't out-damage my leftovers. And I have 11 more foul plays, so this is going at least 11 more turns. And then I just start snarling. If they had Tri-Attack, I might have lost this, but they don't, so they have too many meme attacks. Alright, back to sleep. Actually, I should... No, playing for timer is my win condition, not theirs. I should use my time. I hate doing it. 2 minutes until battle ends. We're actually... I can't remember the last time a game I played and went to timer. I have 3 minutes of my time, so like I literally can't lose this, I don't think. So they're just wasting my time at this point. They only have 1.5 minutes of their time left. Okay, yeah. They wisened up. They made me wait all that time just for them to forfeit. I didn't even get the pleasure of winning myself. But we're on a little bit of a streak. All right, let's do like one more. I went up to like 70 spots. That wasn't worth the time investment whatsoever. Yeah, we'll finish this up. I'll hit this upload. Go pop on some anime. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy for the first time last night. It was really good. I'm feeling the Marvel itch. I have a lot of movies to catch up on. I'm behind, like, I need to watch 2 Thor movies. I need to watch like 2 Spider-Man movies. I need to watch Guardians 2. I still need to watch like Doctor Strange and Shang-Chi. Alright, this is Tornogre, Zacian, Fake Out Bros, and Eleki. So at this point, I do have a pretty straightforward strat for Tornogre. Also, shout out to Umbreon. Just won a 2v1 with a like a +3 Calyrex on the other side of the field. Let's go Umbreon. Yeah, it's getting warm in my room, so this will definitely be the last one. This is not the lead I expected to see. This is troublesome. I am threatened by a lot of things right now. They have to... Okay. No. I think this is still okay. I'm gonna Vine Lash Aleki and... Okay, they don't Dynamax. And they don't switch Kyogre in. They have... I mean, they should be Hurricane, not Air Slash, because they have a Kyogre. So they probably just like Tailwind here, right? They're going for something like a passive start, so I'm gonna go aggressive. It's probably like Tailwind E-Web. Which if they do that... Oh, it's Eerie Impulse. Oh, that's annoying. Give me the boost. That does half. I thought it was more than half. Jeez. Vine Lash. So they're taking a lot of chip now. Is that a crit? Or is it like he's just that weak? Yeah. Even at -2. Aleki actually faints. That's cool. So all they got of their Regieleki was a -2 on my Venusaur that got its vines up. So it's already done its job. They are leftovers. That's interesting. I can Tailwind now. Yeah, so my play this turn is to... They didn't break my Sash on Articuno, so I can just Tailwind in Max Guard. Because they're gonna probably Ice Beam and Hurricane me. Or they might max Hailstorm me. But either way, their objective here is probably to kill Venusaur. I doubt they double Articuno. They max Tornadus, so it's Airstream, I guess. They're gonna need 2 Airstreams to outspeed, I think. I don't know, maybe. Well, to outspeed on... Actually, they're not gonna get it off because I guarded. Yeah, so this should be the... maybe not the game, but... Water Spout puts me in a Sash, doesn't matter. I press Tailwind. So now we're speed matched, but I have this cool little trick in the back called Groudon. So I will just switch to that cool Pokemon I have in the back and just Vine Lash Kyogre. And Tornadus can Airstream me if he wants. This probably won't knock the Kyogre out, but they will... I think they'll probably die after the Vine Chip. So, unless they Protect here, this should be a win, I think. I'm feeling pretty good. Dynamax Tornadus. We know that this isn't very good. We tried it ourselves. They withdraw Kyogre. Okay, that's one way to... They go Zacian. That's smart, I guess. They're gonna take some damage, though. And they Max Guard. Okay. So they're just trying to outlast my Dynamax. They probably switch Kyogre back in here, right? The thing is, I have a straightforward play. It's just you press Precipice Blades, right? If they keep Zacian in, it dies, and then you press Weather Ball. So if they bring in, actually, I don't think you need the Weather Ball. You just Precipice Blades, and you protect Venusaur, right? Because I have 2 turns to Tailwind. They have 1 turn. Yeah, so we Precipice Blades in Max Guard or in Protect. So we take a Behemoth Blade on Groudon. It will have an extra turn of Tailwind that they don't have, even if they get rid of the Sun. They protect Zacian, okay. It's the last turn of the Vines, too. They Airstream me. So they only got... They only got one Airstream off. Okay, so I don't get any damage off with Groudon, but their Dynamax is gonna end. Their my Vine Lash is over, but it's already done its job at this point. Like, look at this. They have no health. Their Tailwind is gone. They can't safely switch Kyogre in, and even if they do, I still have all 4 of my Pokemon, so I always just Precipice Blades in Weather Ball. If I think I can just ignore they could Tailwind on Tornadus, but I think I should still be faster on Venusaur, right? With Tailwind plus I'm plus 4 speed. They take out Zacian. Okay, that's gonna get rid of the... Okay. That should be fine, though, because I'm just Precipice Blades for damage. They Tailwind. So they do have a speed advantage now. But I covered... I mean, that doesn't do a lot. Precipice Blade should do a lot if I hit it. Okay, so now the play is to sacrifice Articuno and protect. So, this is kind of tricky. Origin Pulse. Thankfully, my Groudon's fully healthy, so even if they like Icy Wind to lower my speed and they knock out Venusaur, I can just bring in I can just bring in Xerneas. And they can't switch Zacian in here unless I miss P-Blades. Like, if I miss P-Blades, that's the only way they can switch in. They have no safe switch in. They could try to read that I don't even need the double Kyogre, though, right? So, like, they can't switch Zacian in here. And Kyogre in the sun is not scary, especially when I have AV. They get Ice Beam. Okay. So I guess they've decided that Kyogre is more important than Zacian. Do they go for like a raw Hurricane? No, there's Icy Wind. Okay. Alright, so if I don't miss P-Blades, the game is over. Because I can switch Groudon out to Xerneas, and then Venusaur will faint. Please don't miss. That's the only way I lose this game is if you miss this. Okay. Yeah, because now I can just switch Groudon out to Xerneas and protect. Now their Kyogre is so low that I might not even need to protect, to be honest, but they're just gonna Origin Pulse. I don't want to take an Origin Pulse in the rain, obviously. So getting rid of the rain is my win condition. So I don't think there's any reason to sack Venusaur because I can just win with Frenzy Plant. Here comes the pain. Even if they knock out Xerneas, it's okay. Which they do not do. Their Tailwind ends. So now we just Moonblast and Frenzy Plant. And that should be the game. It probably was safer to switch Groudon in, to be honest, but... yeah, I kind of trolled around a little bit with this end. I didn't need to give up. I could have switched Groudon in for Venus or for Xerneas and just Vine Lash or Frenzy Plant, but I made it interesting when I didn't have to. Because now we're in the sun, right? So even Origin Pulse will do nothing. Ice Beam will hurt, but I'm AV, so... and they might be Scarf. Scarf's pretty common, so I just pick a move that can't miss. Probably Heat Crash is better. Because it's sun boosted, and there they go. Yeah, I made it a little interesting at the end there when I didn't have to, but you know. All right, well, what was our rec? Did we go 4-1? Was that it? We lost the first game and then won 4 in a row. Is that how that went? That's a video right there. I'm not pushing it. Let's double check. Yeah, so we're 9 games. I think we started at 100 matches played at the beginning of the video. We barely went up in ranking. So we played 5. Yeah, I think we went 4-1. That's actually pretty good. I'll double check obviously, but yeah, cool. That's pretty swell. That's gonna do it for today. I've actually feel really good about this team. I came into this video thinking that I wanted to get rid of Xerneas, but like, I don't know. I'm kind of cool to just keep playing with this as it is. I mean, granted, I'm in the 6,000 still, so the opponents aren't as tough as they were when I was up at 3,000, so grain of salt there, but I'll take that. That's pretty good. I had fun. I didn't tilt too much. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever day it is when you watch this, and I will see you next time. Bye.